Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. I'm going to continue on what I've been doing with my beer roulette. Basically, I got a fridge full of beer, various craft breweries, various craft beers. So I'm just going to reach in. Whatever I get, that's what I'm going to do my review on. Alright, so, try not to look. Well, this should be a nice one. This is a limited release from All or Nothing Brewhouse. A Fearless Vienna Lager. And this is proudly brewed in Oshawa, Ontario. 4.9% alcohol. It says Fearless Vienna Lager is a rich and elegant caramel-hued lager featuring complex notes of fresh oven-toasted bread. This classic Austrian-inspired beer has a low hop profile and delicious smooth malt-forward character. It is best enjoyed with a charcuterie board spread of barbecue meats, cheeses, and other fine foods. I'm pretty sure this is one for my beer club. And with my beer club, I get a newsletter basically telling me what beers and what breweries. So I'll see if I can find this one, All or Nothing Brewery. Here we go. So I think this is the first one from this this brewery. It says All or Nothing Brewhouse was founded by brothers Jeff and Eric Dornan. Their core philosophy is that with hard work, any insurmountable obstacle can be overcome no matter the odds. The acquired Trafalgar Ales and Meads in 2016 have recently purchased a renovated former beer store in Oshawa. The new location is home to a new tasting bar, retail store, and 1,500 square foot event room. All or Nothing Brewhouse is committed to brewing beer with a passion for flavor, using nothing but the best barley and hand-selected hops and flavorings for their products. Now, I said this is the first beer from this breweries that I had, but I think there might be another one. With my beer club, basically I get a dozen beer every month. There's normally there's 6 different types of beers, 2 of each, and there's normally 2 brew from 3 different breweries. And this one, so that's about the brewery. About the beer itself, it says, basically it's what I read from the label. Alright, so I had a beer glass ready. This is what they call a craft beer glass. But it is a lager, so I'm going to use my Pilsner glass. I'm just going to give it a quick cold water rinse. And since it is a Vienna lager, if anybody's familiar with the Cicerone Institute, and basically Cicerone, you know how wine they have their sommeliers, I'm probably not pronouncing it right. Well, with beer, in the beer world, if you're a beer expert, you go for your Cicerone certification. There's different steps. So these are basically, they call them basically little cue cards talking about the different types of beers. So I'm trying to find the one for Vienna lager. These are almost like cheat. I'll get it out. Little cheat cards for, doing your beer test. Alright, so it's Vienna lager that's under German beer styles. See if I can find it. Alright. So basically, like I said, just tells you a little about each beer. So it says with Vienna lager, normally it's a light to amber color. 2 out of 5 for bitterness. Alcohol content is only 4.7 to 5.5. This one is right in there, 4.9. And for flavor balance, it's bread, biscuit, and toasty malt flavors dominate the flavor profile. Finish is fairly dry with moderate bitterness. History, it says a close relative of Marzen, this beer is typically aimed with 100% Vienna malt rather than Munich malt. Alright, I'm going to zoom in so you can see the can. Some pretty cool graphics there. My Crooked as Sin t-shirt. Girlfriend gave it to my birthday. I think she's trying to tell me something. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit further. Okay, so some pretty neat graphics there. I'm always a fan of a beer with good graphics. Doesn't change the flavor, but alright, so the next thing is pour it up and see what we think. Alright, so color profile is pretty well what they said. Almost like a reddish amber. Even the foam's got it. The flavor the aroma is actually pretty strong. You can smell it right away. Basically I'm smelling the malt. So with that being said, I'm not expecting to taste hoppy, but more malty. to taste. He said it's close to being a Marison, or similar to a Marison. I can definitely see that. A little bit of malt flavor, but not overwhelming, which I like. But it is fairly malty. Honestly, I'm not quite sure how much I like it. It's not a bad beer by any means, but rating wise, my ratings are always out of 5. 1's a drain pour, don't like it, can't finish it. 2 is, yeah, not a big fan, but I'll finish it. 3 is a good beer. 4 is a very good beer. 5 would be the best beer ever. Offhand, I'm thinking this is probably be a 3. It's not a bad beer. I don't think it would ever be my go-to beer as such. I'm pretty sure 3 is the lowest I'd give it. Would I give it a 3.5? That's not quite decided yet. See what else I'm getting here. All or Nothing Brew House. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, yeast. It says 2 hops, 5 malts. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Get some more malt than hops. Do I want to stick with my 3? Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my 3. Like it is, like I said, it is somewhat malty. I'm not going to say heavily malt. I don't mind maltiness, but once again, a malty beer would probably never be my go-to beer. Anybody who watches me on a regular basis, I'm more of a lager drinker. And it is a lager, but more and more sip before I give it my final. It's not a bad beer, but it doesn't bring me over the top to give it anything higher than a 3. So I think I'm going to stick my 3.0 for the Fearless Vienna Lager from the All or Nothing Brew House in Oshawa, Ontario. So here you go, folks. Hopefully you can join me next time. I'm going to try to get a few extra reviews in. I still have quite a few beers left, and my Beer Club monthly package should be arriving within the next week or so. So I want to try to get rid of some. So there you go, folks. 3.0. Until next beer, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.